started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another All-Star match as we are heading our way into the Rival League. Things are getting interesting in this lobby already. We'll talk more about that in a second, but I'm Rockerman back in the booth with the one and only Cooking Bagels. Bagels, how are you doing?
Doing good. Just got to see the interesting last series that was on tap for us there. Of course, you with the game winner off the backboard there. Hopefully we can get some more clip-worthy moments here in the Rival League. And if they have even half the skill as you do, we should have even maybe more half of the opportunities. I don't know. I don't know how many Rockermans are in this lobby.
Yeah, there are a lot of Rockermans in this lobby. I don't know if who's all in here, but yeah, apparently everyone has changed their name to Rockerman and the profile picture. Bagels is in on it a little bit earlier. He saw them all in game, right?
I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, he didn't have anything to do with it, but you saw them. They were prepared. They were preparing before this. They had some. There was some signs.
A plan of action. There was a plan of action that they were going for.
Yeah, they had some signs. I'm assuming they're all in here. Well, Bagels. I guess we can talk about the players quickly before we start things up. We got the East versus the West. They got a lot of really, really good players in this match.
Yeah, on the Eastern side of thing, we got Crip, Larry, Valence, and iTrash. And on the West, we got Shega, Mayo, and Vulcan. As you said, Niccolo will not be playing, so West only going to be playing with 3. Not quite sure if the East is going to switch here and there. But, if Crip and Valence are going to be playing together, there was a little bit of beef between the two of them. So, not quite sure how that's going to work out. But, it is the All-Star game. But again, some people take it seriously, some people don't. So we'll have to see. That being said, I definitely know some people aren't taking it seriously when everybody's name is Rockerman on the field. Not quite. I'm assuming it's all the East players. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know
if any of the West are going to be partaking.
I don't know. Maybe it is the West. I mean, I don't even know if the West is in here. They're all Rockerman, so I can't even tell. And you can't even see it spectating. So, I mean...
Well, everybody's in their VCs respectively,
so we assume they're good.
We could probe them with a question,
A question like joining on best of luck kind of question, Oh, someone says we're all here as Rockerman. They say.
Oh, they want me to say when we can join.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can say it. They're not gonna know. I could say joining on best of luck, and they think someone's trolling.
That is exactly. I don't even know what it is. I'm just going for it. I'll do 2 exclamation points. I don't think that's how you do it, but I'm going to do it that.
That is how I do it. This is how I do it
right
there. So he's got it. He's on top of things right there. Looks like they're all in the lobby. Bagels.
There are 5 Rockermans, technically.
There are a lot of Rockermans. Bagels, prediction before we get things going with all these Rockermans on East and West.
I have one prediction, and that Rockerman will score.
I think it's a fair
another.
I think it's a fair assumption. To think Rockerman will score. Well, I have no idea what to expect. I don't know which one's which. We got F-150s versus battle buses. Is that what's going on here? Hey, I think that's a great content. Wait, all right, let's take a look here. How many F-150s do you see, Bagels?
One. I saw 4 for a second. There might be 4 or 5.
Rockerman has scored.
I was right. They call me the crystal ball, baby.
he was right. He was on to something. The West is scoring, whether that be, it's Rockerman, I guess. So there's that. I'm curious, how are we going to tell these guys apart? Okay, look, one of the people on the West has a red battle bus, right? Let's see. Then a purple F-150, and then a blue F-150. There we go.
Is there any sense in even trying?
Oh my goodness, what a shot. There's probably not. To be honest. But what is this shot right here by Rockerman?
You know, good pre-flip from Rockerman, but not able to get it as Larry with the double tap will find a good goal right there. You know, throw caution to the wind, I guess. Rockerman's ahoy. I don't know.
Someone is saying it. Rockerman has scored again. Someone, Jeff was saying in chat, we should just take it super seriously and act as if each one is a different person. So that's a fair shout there. But the West is going to be up 2-1 here as Rockerman puts in another one. And yeah, this is things have gotten interesting here already. Well, if they weren't already, I mean 2-1 early on, and the West is leading. So you know, I at least respect them because they did try to switch up their cards a little bit.
They did try. All 6 of them are in the Nemesis club, or they have made their own club.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to delineate that way. Didn't come to fruition as a great passing plays from the 2 duos themselves. An inner crisis as the 3rd one going up. He's gonna find the read. I'm betting that's Valence. Wait, that's the wrong team.
That's West.
That's not Valence. That's not Valence.
Is that Mayo? Is it Tashega?
It's probably Tashega.
I trash.
Tashega hits those.
he does hit those. Hey, well, regardless, I gotta respect them. They're even clipping out here. I think every goal was seemingly been a clip here in this one. So
I did say, you know, if we got even half the performance we did in the last series, we'll see some more clips, and you know, we've had quite a few good shots so far.
Respect. I just can't believe that whoever that is in the F-150, their car is just blue. on the purple team, on the West All Stars, you got a blue F-150. So that is definitely gonna throw me off. But hey, you know what? It happens sometimes. So the West up 3-1. The West up 3-1, and they're looking for more as they're sending it into the back of the net. A big bang from F-150 Rockerman, the purple one. He puts it in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what you wanted to see from the West here, as they haven't been performing too well as of tonight, except for the one infamous reverse sweep there in Novice. So definitely the start you want to be seeing if you're the West, up by 3 goals here early. As Rockerman, he's looking for another.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
What is going on?
He finds it.
What is going on in this lobby? As the Platinum Rockerman is going to take it all the way down and put it in the back of the net. Goodness. These guys are Bengals. I've never seen so many people hit all these shots like that.
You know, if it's this is kind of like the NBA All-Star game. You know, they just score. There's no defense. But I mean, either way, the quality of these shots, not necessarily the fact that there is no defense. It's just that they are putting in some stellar opportunities here, and I believe was that the same. Was that Tashega again? Are we going with that?
That was the Platinum Rockerman. So we got like a Platinum Rockerman, we got a purple F-150 Rockerman, and then the other one on the West is the Battle Bus Rockerman, I think. So also it appears that my game has resorted to Krippus and Larry, so it may show Rockerman, but on the screen you can see Krippus and Larry there. So that is interesting. Krippus is in the Battle Bus, or not Battle Bus, F-150. So is Larry. So we found something out at least by a little Rocket League glitch.
Oh my goodness! Name's actually Rockerman, because I see Larry and Kripp as well.
Yeah. It looks like it must be a glitch. Their names are actually Rockerman.
All 6 of them.
Yeah, all 6 of them are Rockerman.
Okay, well, we need to memorize their cars before it switches to...
That's what I'm saying. It's too late. I think Larry and Krippus here are the exact same Battle Bus. Or not Battle Bus. F-150. Gosh dang it. Too many Battle Buses, too many F-150s.
I think there's only one Battle Bus.
No, there was 2, wasn't there?
Two.
Yeah, there's one on each team.
There's one each side.
You got a red one and you got a blue one.
Okay,
so
these boys are just having some excellent reads off of the corners, the walls, everything. I mean... These are some Titan League level reads that are coming out. I mean, granted, there's a lot of space being given, but a lot of solid hits coming out. And this is what I wanted to see from the rival league's best here. Granted, I wish I could kind of figure out who was who, but to give them proper credit, But you know, all the credit's just gonna go to you.
I guess so. Hey, you know, I will take the credit gladly, as this one shot by Crip Season, aka Rockerman. We're gonna go towards the bed, but yeah, actually, we haven't really even got to talk about the game. We're too busy trying to process whatever the heck is going on with with all these Rockermans. But the West is up 6-1 right now, which is kind of surprising. I feel like everyone has been hitting angles all over the place. Crip has can't put that one at the back of the net. But yeah, 6-1 in this game so far.
Shots, but definitely a ugly number that's been put up on the western side of things. But they'll happily take it as a solid pinch attempt coming out right there, bashing his head against the sidewall. Definitely the ugliest thing the West has done all game. But you know, yeah, hard to analyze what's going on. I mean, this is the best you've ever played.
You know what? You might be right. you might be onto something. I will agree with you there. This is peak Rockerman action right here, and the West. You know, I don't know though. I mean, would Rockerman really ever go to the Western Conference? That seems like a betrayal, if you ask me. Like, I don't know. As West takes game one, the West Rockermans take game one.
There can only be one.
True, and an excellent scoreboard there, Bagels. All Rockermans, all over the place.
Yes.
Rockerman MVP.
I mean, so much just work being done. Well, I think Vulcan is the one with the anime picture. So
Okay.
if he does score, we can always just look at the profile picture for that. So we got one of them down.
Oh yeah, the cards, the player cards.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I don't know if they all just left the lobby, so I'm concerned as to what they're doing.
They're doing something.
I
They're doing something.
don't know if they're going back to change their profile pictures or they're changing cars or what, but I'm a little concerned as to what they're cooking up
Oh
now.
no! I think they're on those Bagels. They thought they knew we were gonna figure out the cars, and they're like, we got to go change all of them. That's what's going on here. I have a hunch.
I don't know.
They better not though. They better not.
I don't
struggling
even
as
know
it
who's
is.
in the lobby anymore.
This is one of those fever dreams, Bagels. You just don't know what's going on.
Oh, I see Tashega now.
I saw Tashega's name as well. That may be a good thing. Well, looks like
Yeah, I don't know.
looks like we may have them back in the lobby. I don't know. They should be able to just join up so we can keep things going. But hey, Bengals, the West won game one. Whoever they were. They honestly could have been anyone and we would have had no idea. They could have just threw some random people in the lobby. Could have had their Platt brothers playing. I guess we may have noticed, but yeah.
Are they being nice and changing their names? I see Mayo now, you know.
Yeah, I saw Mayo as well. I don't know.
There are. It looks like there's a few Rockermans in the lobby. Do they need me to say it again? I don't need to say it again. I mean, I'll say it.
He'll say
I'll
it.
say it.
He'll say it if he has to. They should know just to join up right away. As per all stream games, you can just join up after the first game. And maybe they were waiting. I don't know if they're all in here. Oh, looks like
I don't know if they're all in here either. It looks like
alright.
they are.
All right, we have the West All Stars versus the Rockermans. It looks like. So there we
Some balance has been brought to the force.
there we go. I think Bengals. I think they wanted to get that credit that you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd be willing to give it to them as they've all changed their cars as well. So nothing translating over from the first game. I have no idea who would be who.
We have no idea. Any one of them could have been the best in the first game.
I mean, yeah, they're all solid players. I mean, I actually was playing with Vulcan. Well, I wasn't queuing with him. I did queue into a match with him in ranked the other night. He was solid. Mayo and Tashega, extremely great players as well. So the West definitely have a solid chance to take out the East in this one. As I think Larry's name was Rockerman, but now it's back to Larry mid game.
The lobby's broken, but Rockerman's scoring.
Well,
The battle
that's
bus.
one constant.
the never-ending struggle. Rockerman is scoring. This is how it
That's what
goes.
you like to see.
I think that one was eye trash. Wait, I think the battle bus is eye trash. Yeah, because the battle bus must be eye trash unless it's Valence. I don't know who's playing. I kind of feel bad because I really wanted to see eye trash in his first All-Star game. He may be here. Maybe we are seeing him. I don't know. I'd love to give him some credit because he's had a great season on the Chimeras, newly rebranded team, and he's been I think he's honestly Bagel's been an MVP candidate on the Chimeras this season.
Yeah, definitely one of those teams that kind of, not going to say shocked the world, but definitely one of those teams you weren't expecting to be at the top, and yet they are. Just like the Spartans there in the Titan League. But the East have something to say about that lackluster performance in game number 1 there.
Hey, you know what? All I'm saying is the West, they switch off Rockerman, and now they're down 2-0. So, I mean, what are they doing? So, is Rockerman trash?
Hey, that can be interpreted multiple ways. I'm just throwing the question out there.
Interpret it as you will.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But now the East find themselves in the lead. The West, maybe some bad karma. They did maybe a good thing so we can see who's who. But now they switched off Rockerman. They find themselves down 2-0. And the East has... is it their first lead of the game? I don't remember if they scored first in the last one. But they got obliterated 6-1, so...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter when you lose by that much if you had the lead at some point. They do find themselves up in this one. Not quite sure what happened to the offense. Maybe the F-150s were just weighing down the East a lot more than it was the West. Because the West certainly were able to find some insane reads. Again, not sure who it was. I'm assuming it was Mayo or Tashega, but certainly Vulcan could have been capable of hitting either of those shots as well. As Larry was looking to get something started out of defense once again, but maybe the West might have something going here as a shot to the backside, but Crip will save that one away.
Yeah, now the East, a little bit struggling there, but that one gonna just pinch towards the net. Vulcan gets the goal, and the West on the board here in game number 2.
Well, in classic Rockerman fashion, you got the demo here, but you didn't get the ball.
No.
So that one's gonna roll in. And now the West, they're only down by 1.
Sometimes, Bagels, there's more important things than saving the ball, aka demoing, and making sure that Bubbly Reaper doesn't pass you up for the all-time Nemesis demo lead. So, just how it goes sometimes.
Didn't even know you were ahead of him.
I am. I was at the start of this season, but probably not after it. I was taking a look, and Bubbly's been farming some demos. I'm sure you can probably attest being on the Grandmasters.
Yeah, Bubbly's a monster.
He is. He's a little bit
I think he has like almost 3 demos a game.
Goodness.
Last I looked at the ball chasing stats. As there's 2 players having a moment in the midfield there, but the West's not able to capitalize on it. Although Mayo's looking for a quick redirect and he almost finds it, but a defensive, he put his life on the line right there. He totally just stopped the shot from coming out.
Hey, that's how you gotta do it. Get in the line of fire. Die for your team, That's how you do it out there in true Rockerman fashion. Is this one going to be saved away? And a shot! Oh my goodness, almost going to go in. It's floating in front of the net. But Rockerman, Battle Bus Rockerman is going to clear it away. And now the East, they had an early pressure, but now they find themselves getting suffocated just a little bit. As I like the clips that these people have been going for so far in this one. The West, they haven't hit as many clips as they were in the last game, but I think there was a clip like every other shot in game 1.
Yeah, definitely things have started to settle down here, but like you were mentioning, the East had control for most of this game, but things seemingly going the way of the West. But Mayo, he gives this one up early, and Larry was actually going for a squishy. If he just put it on target, would have gone underneath him. But now the East looking for a play. Rockerman with the preach up. He actually has the lead. He will put the shot in. That is the greatest shot of your life.
Oh my goodness! Hey, that's looking like last game right there, Bagels. This guy up here. What a read! Oh my goodness, he just hits that. The Battle Bus Rockerman peaking on stream right now, as that was an insane read. I think that was eye trash. It could have been Valence, but regardless, it is Rockerman and the East looking to take this one. Oh my goodness, the mechanics coming through from Mayo right there. He almost put that one in. And my goodness, these guys are giving us a show mechanically.
Yeah, definitely. As Tashega looking for a flip reset pass, but cut out quickly by Larry. Looking for the follow-up, and he will sneak that one on target onto the left side. And this time, the East are going to be dominating the West. We're going to be most likely looking at a tie game here, unless somehow miraculously 3 musty double taps happen in 21 seconds.
That would be impressive.
It would be impressive, especially if it was pulled off by Rockerman.
True. Very true, but we'll have to see. It looks like this game is definitely going to go to the East as the time ticks away. Mayo trying to clear it out. Maybe get one more for the road here. As Vulcan is up. And we have to wonder, Bagels, Nothing related to this series at all. We have to wonder as
My
Tashega pinches that one in. Goodness, I don't know how he snuck that one in, but we have to wonder, Bagels. As we'll take a look real quick. As oh my goodness, how did you pinch that in from that angle?
That's
I don't know.
yeah.
Oh well, regardless.
Anyways,
we have to wonder, Bagels. What in the heck are they gonna do in game number 3? After we saw the Rocker Bands all across the board in game 1. The West switched to their original names and switched their cars in game 2. But what are they gonna do now for game 3? And who the heck is gonna win in game 3?
well, I don't think they were going to do anything, but you may have prompted them with that statement. I think they kind of settled down as now Rockerman has joined the match. I think Crip has changed his name back. So I think you may have done yourself a disservice there. But
Hey, you know what?
but the West, I'm not quite sure how many shots Crip had, but the West, they had 13 shots, but only able to put 2 of them in. So definitely good defense there from the East to stop out most of those opportunities. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to see in game number 3 here. As a full team of Rockermans has joined the fray once again. They will be going off against the correctly labeled West, though.
Respect. And it looks like Octanes are out now for the East. We still don't know who they are, but we respect them as now they're into the Octanes, and this one is we're into game 3, East versus West Rival League All Stars. Is this one shot towards the net, but gonna be saved away? And yeah, we'll see if the West battles back. It's been 2, I guess, trading of the blow. It's there. The West winning 6-1 in game 1, and then the East coming back and winning. Was it 4-2, or it ended up being 4-3? I don't recall. At the end, there is Crippus is gonna put one in. He may have tried to change his name back to Rockerman. It shows Rockerman on the thing there, but we can see it plain as day, right over his name. You can't hide. He's Crippus.
Well, I'm glad you can tell, because I can't.
Well,
I didn't get my degree in criminal justice or detective studies, so not exactly looking at all odds and ends here. But I'm glad you're on the case.
Hey, I just see what the game wants me to see, Bengals. If it's gonna show me Crip Season for his name tag, then he must be Crip Season. As this one, Tashega gonna find the West title.
Yeah, perhaps if we looked more at the... Wait a second, did they change all of their titles to Legendary Nemesis? Man, they really thought this one out.
I don't know. I can't see them. I only get to see what we see on the actual overlays. So.
They did in fact change all of their titles to Legendary Nemesis. I was thinking maybe we could differentiate by that. I actually don't know if they've changed all their player cards, because, again, how could I tell which one's scoring at one point? But
maybe.
But yeah, we got a tie game.
Maybe because it's an all-star game, we could do a little behind the scenes. I'll press the tab button here, and we can see. Yeah, they are all Legendary Nemesis, and you can see Crip, Larry, and Rockerman. So I see what you mean. Is this ball? Oh my goodness, floating in front of the net that he's trying to score, but they can't. And we've had an intriguing game, to say the least, as we're into a 1-1 affair. And you gotta wonder. I know you talked about it earlier, Bagels. And maybe you can touch on it again about how some people sweat the All-Star game, others play for fun. Where do you think both these teams fall on that scale right now?
This is the perfect blend right here. We're seeing clips, we're seeing some high-flying action, and I know for damn well no 6 of these players are taking it seriously, so this is exactly where I want it.
I respect that. They're doing what they gotta do. Hey, as long as we get content, that's all that matters. I respect
exactly. I mean, I'm down to see some people sweat it out, but everybody needs to be on the same page,
True.
And oftentimes in the All-Star game, not everybody is on the same page. That being said, everybody is absolutely on the same page on this matchup.
They say go for clips, and oh my goodness, make an insane save by Rockerman. So that one goes away. And yeah, they've got it working right now. It's 1-1, so not a blowout yet in this one. As the East, and we didn't even really get to talk about them, but the East leading this all-time series 5-1. The West 1-5 there. And honestly, Bagels, we didn't even get to really talk about these guys too much on the pitch, but Mayo and Tashega, two teammates on the undefeated Hydra, Definitely the best team in Rival at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, somehow, some way, Biscuit, he just finds himself at the top. Not always able to get it done in playoffs in recent seasons, but I mean, he definitely knows how to build a team. And more often than not, he ends up with different team members every season, sans season 2 and season 3 there, back when it all kind of started originating this legacy for him. But yeah, I mean, Mayo and Tashega, I mean, what a band of brothers to have. I mean, they're just absolutely two stellar players. And, Vulcan, I mean, he's definitely been a big name the past few seasons as well. And I mean, when you got names like Rockerman on the pitch, I mean, I mean, Larry, Crip, and whether it's Trash or Valence, who's to say?
Who's to say? We don't know. His name hasn't glitched for us. We have no idea. We have no insight on iTrash. I think we gotta respect that. Oh my goodness, Mayo almost find an insane read own goal. He's got to shake it across, looking for his teammate, but not able to give it to him. As Bagels, we gotta give him credit. Whether it's iTrash or Valence, you gotta give him credit to the shtick. They stuck with it the entire time. Well, at least for now. We had no idea who it is. So respect, I guess.
Maybe we might get like a last second reveal. Like it was me, Austin. It was me all along. So we might get that in Game 5 if it goes to 1. As a little bit of an open net here. It's a slow roller, and it will go in by way of Vulcan.
Hey, no question on who that is. That is Vulcan from Tashega. It's just bouncing in front of the net, and Rockerman almost gets back to save it, but Vulcan, he's too strong. He is massive, and he puts it in. And the West looking to take a 2-1 lead here, put themselves on match point in this one. They've battled back well, but now it's down to the final 15 seconds. What can we see from Vulcan here? He's up, looking for something crazy, but it's not going to go as Rockerman trying to get the clear. But other Rockerman to Rockerman. Oh my goodness, it's going in! Krippus, the Rockerman puts it home.
I mean, Kripp, as long as I've seen him on stream, has been known for the precision shooting and power, but Tashega definitely helped him out a little bit right there.
We take this.
Calamity for the West in the final seconds.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you take those. It was an insane passing play. Tashega may have put it in, but maybe the West has one more. Oh my goodness, Mayo! He's faking under, but he can't get it through, and we are heading to overtime in Game 3.
Yeah, I think he got bumped. Perhaps if he didn't get bumped, he might have been able to pull off that play. But either way, they're going to start out on the offense quickly off the kickoff. But Tashega with a big 50. It is on target. Mayo going up for the redirect. Perhaps the bump. Not able to find either. But, I mean, the West, just for the sake of the legacy, you mentioned the 5-1 overall record, the 3-1 record on the night. The West have got some work to do here. Could start with a Vulcan solo play. He actually gets the rapid reset, but not able to do anything with his second flip right there.
Oh, is there Tashega in the demo? Oh my goodness, what a demo as Tashega puts it home.
He got ace combated, taken straight out of the sky. Tashega with the snipe. And the absolute missile that took out the last defender there for the East. And I almost said something I shouldn't have had, but I held my tongue.
You held it back.
I was real close there, but the West, they find the lead in outstanding fashion.
I mean, what a play there, and they may have given up a little bit at the end there, but they brought it back, and you gotta respect it as they take the 2-1 lead, Bagels, and they might be able to close it out as apparently someone is going to get DoorDash as it may have arrived for them in the middle of the Rival League All-Star match here. So we'll see what's up with that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of great plays. Tashega leading the way in that one, and the West now one win away from taking the series, and like you said, give themselves some life in this all-time series.
Yeah, I mean, and they definitely could have taken game number 2 as well, but just a little bit too many mistakes coming out. But I mean, either way, I mean, both of these teams, all 6 players, are looking very good on the field, and the facade being kept up by Rockerman. He's not saying who he is. Is he Valence? Is he iTrash? Perhaps we might get the what's in the box moment at the end of the series. But until then, I don't know why they don't just join right away. Are we waiting for the DoorDash? I really hope not.
Someone was getting DoorDash, Bagels.
Oh,
I
they
don't
can
know.
wait.
I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can.
I mean, honestly, just don't order DoorDash in this
true.
economy. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, gas is almost $7 a gallon where I live. You think I can afford to pay somebody to deliver my food? I'll waste my own gas.
We cannot afford that. We cannot afford that. Hey, maybe these guys can. I mean, respect if so, I guess.
I mean, I very well could do it, but I'd just rather not.
Yeah, that's fair. That's respectable.
But if it's daddy's money, I mean, all for it.
That's true. That's the only acceptable time, in this economy, of course.
If daddy's got stacks, look me up.
That is just how it goes sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do there, and hey, if they got daddy's money, good for them. If they're doing their own money, even better for them. Respect. They're just stacked out here, but as infield passing plays coming out,
oh my God.
He's dribbled them all right there, but it's not going to go through. As almost had a play.
He may have balled himself right there.
He may
have taken a little bit too hard of a curve right there, but you almost got it done.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. You can ball yourself. It is possible. Man like me does they do it too often myself. Don't know how to control myself, but that happens sometimes. But these guys do know how to control themselves, especially with all these shots they've been in. And the West looking to close this one out. As the East staying in the Rockerman facade here. If you're just joining us, we had an interesting event so far in the Rocket League All-Star game, as both teams decide to show up as Rockerman in F-150s and battle buses to start, and since then Mayo, Tashega, and Vulcan have swapped over, but the East is still Rockerman, so respect Crip, Larry, and probably iTrash, I would assume, but we've had a fun one so far. A lot of clips, and here's another one maybe as Vulcan puts it up. He's getting on the clip in action.
Wasn't able to get the 1v3 dribble, but hasn't quite stepped up on the clipping action thus far, unless he was one of the mysterious Rockermans in game number 1. Was he the Platinum Rockerman? Who's to say? But he will get his credit here with a pre-flip double tap off the sidewall. And, the West, they're looking to end things here on Forbidden Temple.
They memed around a little bit, Bagels. They did a little bit of memeing, and, they let him get game 1. Oh my goodness. Game 2. Oh my goodness. Tashega, what is that?
Just the double tap backboard clinic, as all of the Rockermans could not combine to make this. You fought valiantly.
Tried.
But not able to find the read right there, and Tashega able to slot that one.
What a play. Rockermans don't read backboards. We just demo. And stay on the ground. Going in the air, that's a scary place, Bagels.
Yeah, I mean, you just crystal balled yourself right there. You said it right as you got a demo heat right before you said that.
That's just how it goes. They know what's up. That's how you really get in the act. You got to demo them, as Vulcan is going to demo Rockerman. That's also another part of the strat. I think I've gotten demoed probably more than anyone in Challenger this season, so that is also in character. Oh my goodness! What a pitch from Vulcan. That would have been the fastest pitch we've ever seen, as it gets thrown just off the net. But the West, they're looking to close it out. But the East, they want game 5 as a dunk coming through from Rockerman. The shot turned, but it's off the post. And the West are going to pinch it out as we're down to 2 minutes here on Forbidden Temple, which Bagels, Forbidden Temple maybe making its return to the real Nemesis rotation. Leak right now, but it's back here. We've got some crazy pinches as well off the ceiling as we're down to the final 2 minutes. And the shot going in from Vulcan. Another one is 3-0 West.
Stepping up really big here in game 4. Mayo seemingly faking everybody out with an apparent touch. Didn't find it, but Vulcan there for the cleanup. And yes, please get Forbidden Temple back into the rotation. It's one of my favorite maps. I don't care if the ball bounces differently off the corner. I want this map.
you know what I found out, Bagels? I think I got scammed when we tried to take this map out of the rotation. People were like, yeah, the ball's bouncing in the corner, wrong, blah, blah, blah. But they got this map in ranked. I queued this map in ranked, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh my goodness, what a pinch. Vulcan with a pre-jump save. Oh my goodness, these guys. But I saw this map in ranked, Bagels, and I was like, Who convinced me to take this map out of the rotation? It's too iconic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's out of like the RLCS rotation, but you know, if we're still in ranked, I mean, you can still get that weird neon concert dance thing in ranked. So I'm not quite sure Psyonix cares too much about the the integrity of ranked in that aspect. But you know, I want to see this map back in here. I mean, it's a Nemesis staple at this point. I was just talking about how we, you know, congrats on releasing the merch last night. I need some Forbidden Temple merch out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a staple of Nemesis. We can't get this map out of the rotation.
Hey, you know, Bagels is now leaking donor leaks to the public. Respect. It was only released to the donors, but you know what? We are working on some merch. That was only a donor leak, but you know, hey, the public is gonna find out eventually.
Hey, you know, I'm not in management anymore. You don't keep me up on the loop on what I'm supposed to say, what I'm not, you know, what I can say. So,
hey, it happens sometimes.
You know, the Tennessee Jack Daniel's honey whiskey is right off camera, so you know, I may have partaken in some of that tonight. Yeah. As the West are gonna find themselves up 4-0 and seemingly will break the curse.
Yeah, looks like they're winning here. So, congrats to the West. But yeah, their Bengals may have leaked it, but yeah, we were gonna announce it. I was actually considering announcing it.
You're supposed to sweep it under the rug.
You know, I was gonna announce it at the end of the stream anyways. So you know, why not now? Is Crippus gonna put one in? Crippus, aka Rockerman, puts it in. But yeah, we're working on merch. We got a little bit of a release to the donors last night, and the full merch leak will be coming soon. So stay tuned for that, everyone else. We're gonna try to get it on the actual Nemesis website too. So yeah, it should be hype. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Starting out with the normal Nemesis merch, and then we'll move into orgs and eventually teams at some point. So it should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool things on there. As this one's done, Bagels. This one, you know, it was a fever dream. The West win. Rockerman loses or wins, depending on who you are. As the West finally, they are gonna get another win on the board and make the record 2-5 all time.
You know, this is why we need to have this map in rotation, so I can say more things out of pocket.
It's chaotic. It's chaotic for the casters too.
If you want to see more unhinged Bagels, I mean, just you know, get the series to go to Game 4 or Game 6 if it's playoffs.
That's true.
But yeah, my bad on that. But yes, there merch to be coming.
Yes, that's true. Respect. You know, hey, I don't even mind that you leaked it. It was going to come out eventually. I was talking to managers like, we should announce it at this stream. We should hype it up at some point. So you did my bidding for me unintentionally. You didn't even know, but you did it for me. I
could have had a little bit more build up, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You could have been like big announcement at the end of the stream. Stay tuned.
Yeah. But, oh, yeah, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good. We, you know, congratulations to the West. All things back. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's get back on track. Congrats to the West on taking the victory there. I mean, a good performance. I mean, those guys just so mechanical, so good.
Yeah, there was just a lot of clip-worthy moments right there. And Vulcan thanking us for casting and streaming. Thank you, Vulcan, for playing and showing up. And thank you for clipping. True. Yeah. Makes our job a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, definitely a solid series. The East, I thought they were having fun, but then they said that they weren't having fun when the series was over. But I mean,
sad.
You know, that's what you get when you name yourself Rockerman. I mean, no offense, but you know, Rockerman, you know, you lose more often than you win. Maybe that can change this season.
Hey.
Maybe that can change this season. Might be another championship dub for Ascension, but you know, yet to be determined. But, you know, when you name yourself Rockerman, you know, you invite these sort of things in.
Like 1 in 17.
Yes.
It happens.
It's precisely not as bad as the 0-18 list.
It's true.
But I mean,
we got saved.
You know, the Wisps, thankfully, I think they have at least 5 wins this season.
They're
back. They're back, baby.
They're back. But yeah, congrats to the West. It was a fun match. Yeah, they made it a little bit interesting well, maybe a lot of it interesting. It wasn't the normal rival league all-star game they were expecting, but they were clipping. They were Rocker Man. They were the West. There were F-150s, battle buses, Forbidden Temple return. Merch is leaked everywhere. Everyone's gonna be buying merch real quick. It was a chaotic game, but a fun one. I loved it. Vegas has been fun, and yeah, I think. Any last words? Any last words before we send it to break?
No, that was just a really fun series to cast, and yeah, my bad.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. This
is why you can't trust me with this information anymore. You think because we're on that level with each other, but you were wrong.
It's all right. I'm sure some other donors were telling other people anyway, so I wouldn't even be too concerned. But hey, now everybody knows merch coming soon. We'll be making an announcement about that, so stick around. But we have one more All-Star game, and now things have gotten even more interesting, as now that the West has brought it back, it's not a guaranteed win for the East anymore. It is 3-2 on the day in favor of the East. The West can still bring it back. They can tie up the series on the day, and bring some equality to the league. But we'll have to see. Can the Titan League West take down the Titan League East? It's going to be a good one. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Stick around. We'll see you guys then.
started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We are now to our final game, I'm pretty sure, of the All-Star weekend of the Titan East against the Titan West. So I am Puggles, joined here with my good friend Jeff Masters. How's it going tonight, buddy?
It's going all right, Puggles. Thank you so much for the introduction. You know what? It has been an interesting night of games. Even with last game, where it seems like Rockerman was seeing to try to steal the show a little bit. He says he has no idea what was going on, but I don't know. I'm a little bit hinky about all that. But anyways, we're about to get the Titan League underway, finishing up the night. It is, as Rockerman mentioned earlier on, East technically has the upper hand by one series for tonight. So West is trying to take it away from him. But as history has laid out before, West have taken Titan League more than the East have. So currently, Titan East is 2 and Titan West is 3 for in the past. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be an interesting showdown, and I just do not remember who's playing on either of these teams. I only know of one person, and that is Bubbly Reaper on the West, and I did not look at any of the other ones. Do you have the names up, Jeff?
Yeah, so for Titan East, we've got Luca, Duckworth, and One Tap Steph. And for Titan West, we've got Bubbly Reaper, Bagels, and Arrow. That is assuming that none of them are using any of their reserves. That is the main roster going out on the field. So that's who we're looking at dealing with tonight.
Alrighty, so that is going to be an interesting lineup. I have an idea on who I would vote for to win, but first, Jeff, I want to hear it from you. Who do you think is gonna take this kind of series here?
Well, you know, I have not seen too many of the Titan matches play out. Actually, I think this might be the first one that I'll ever cast. But I have heard a lot about Luca. I mean, I know that he actually got, I think, the largest vote, the largest fan vote for Nemesis this season. So, I mean, I don't know. I might bet on Luca, but really it could go either way. We've seen some upsets and some, you know, some really crazy games. So I'm going to just, you know, I'm going to go with Luca. But other than that, I don't know.
You know what? Frankly, I gotta disagree with you. I gotta go with my boy Bubbly Reaper. You know,
Okay.
he recently turned 21. Just want to make that very public knowledge here. So a happy belated birthday to him. And I think for his birthday, I'm gonna pick him, Arrow, and I forgot who the last one was. And Cooking Bagels. Yeah, there we go. And Bagels, they're gonna take it out, and they're just gonna run right through the East All-Stars.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, you know, and speaking of these players, we're still waiting for them to get into the lobby. Don't know if they're sleeping in. Still a little early for them, being at 9 o'clock. So you know, little had to make them get up early here. A little not great planning from Rockerman, if I do say. But yeah, speaking of which, we got Luca. He's definitely one of the most notable players in the league. The most scary, if I had to say so. But on the West side, you got Arrow, who's just a phenomenal mechanical player, able to do basically anything he wants with the ball. You got Bubbly Reaper, who's really good at getting those demos and setting up plays for his teammates. And you got Cooking Bagels, who's I think will be one of the best shutdown defenders throughout the entire Titan League. So this East squad definitely gonna need to step up.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like I said, I wish I knew more about these Titan teams and how they've played out. I've followed more so of the lower rankings, but I have not been so much into the Titan leagues. But I mean, it is Titan League, so this is the best of the best that Nemesis has to offer. So it's going to be interesting regardless of which side comes out on top. I know that there's going to be a lot of mechanics that I myself can't hit, so even I'm going to be astounded. So I know that everybody out there watching is going to be in for a treat. as we still get these people into the lobby and try to get this match underway.
Looks like I think we're waiting on one more still from the east side. So man, not a great start here. Really proving my prediction right here. If they just nobody shows up and nobody can make it. So hopefully we get everyone into here already. But oof. Okay. I just got information.
Yep.
We are looking to get a replacement player for one of the East players. So hopefully it comes in pretty soon. Because we obviously want to show you this. We obviously want to show you what's going on, and all the top players in Titan. But it's gonna take us a little time to find someone here.
Yep. It's a little bit. I hope that their reserve is ready, but you never know. Maybe the reserve couldn't make it either, so they're kind of throwing a Hail Mary pass, trying to get something together in the last couple moments. I hate to. It's never fun when it happens to your team, but I have heard it happening to a couple before, and then it just kind of. I know it's just the All Stars game. I mean, well, I say just the All Stars, but I mean, it's not like it's gonna count against their record for the season. I mean, it is for the All Star season, but I mean, I guess in the end, if you if you ended up forfeiting tonight's game, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I know that you Puggles, as much as we want to try and get this game out to the people. Titan doesn't seem to disappoint when it comes to content.
Absolutely not. I know everyone watched the hype video beforehand, and I just gotta say, I think like most of those clips are hit by Titan level players. If not, definitely on the higher up end. So, that's just kind of what the Titan League does for Nemesis, is just give us great intro clips for every series here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still waiting. I mean, at this point, why don't we just get a rival player? If you want my opinion, but Bubbly's putting me on blast. All right, I cannot accept this. Can I get a shout out? Bubbly, I gave you a shout out already. I cannot believe that I'm being put on blast like this. Ridiculous. Man, he's probably in chat too. I need to look at this. Make sure he's not putting me on blast in here too.
Oh, you never know. Just might be.
I mean, if he is, that's just so mean. I don't know why he would do that.
Just because he can.
I guess. I mean, it's not typing anymore. He was going to the bathroom. Okay, yeah. So, Bubbly, just because you missed it, I'll say it again. Happy birthday to you, even though I sent you a DM, and I'm picking you guys to win. There you go. So, there's it's like everyone else is in the East VC, which is true. I can see it. And I think he feels a little alone, so I guess the West players could go back. Okay. So, in Titan, we have the regular season to talk about. So I just gotta pull up the sheet because I don't remember who's doing good off the top of my head. And it looks like we have I can just talk about the West if you want to talk about the East here. For the West All-Stars, we got Bubbly, who's on Grandmasters. We got we have Arrow, who's on Vanguard, and we have, why do I keep forgetting, Bagels, who's also on Grandmasters. Let's see how these teams are doing. Okay, so Vanguard, currently one of the top teams in all of Titan, which is really great for them. And then Grandmasters also currently both in the playoff positions, but Grandmasters are tied with 3 other teams for that 6th spot. So, definitely a close race coming in here as we're starting to edge out to the end of the season. As we start to lock in a few of these play-ins and playoff positions, as in Titan League, the Krakens have actually already clinched plans with a clean 12-0 season already. Your Jeff
Interesting.
Masters. Yeah.
So yeah, and then in actually, sorry, did you just do East or West? I wasn't
I
paying
did West.
attention.
I did
Oh, you
West.
did West. So in the East with Luca already being like the head of the Krakens on his team. Krakens are doing pretty well themselves this season. And then we've got, let's see, Duckworth is the one who's actually not quite here right now. So, but he would be from Duckworth would be from the if I can get my eyeballs to work here. Actually, I'm not seeing him on the roster.
Oh, he's on Nebula.
Yep, there he is. He's on Nebula. Now I can see. And so then we also have one tap Steph who is pulling apart from the Bananas. I love that name. I gotta love that name, the Bananas. And I love the logo too. That's a really cool logo. So, and then also with Mad Marks. I'm not exactly sure how you say that name. He's gonna be playing from Blizzard if they end up finding him as a replacement for Duckworth here as we get rolling. But let's see how they look as far as their scores go.
Krakens is 12-0 and they clinched play-ins. Bananas is currently, where can I find them? They're currently 7th, tied with Grandmasters. Looking to get that 6th seed to go straight into playoffs. And then the last one is,
We had Nebula, right, sitting in third.
yep, Nebula
with
sitting
8
in
wins and 4
third.
losses.
Yep, tied with two other teams,
Yeah, 2 other teams.
which is kind of crazy.
That's like a pretty big. That's a really close lead for Titan. Really, you've got to that's like one game can make the difference between being in or being out of the playoffs. Really, in that tight of a race, that is a position I would not want to be if I was in that league at all, because that is a really close first through sixth. Like you said, there's a 2-way tie for Bananas and Pinnacle right now in 7th and 8th with 7 wins and 5 losses. So if they go either way here on that one, that could be, like you said, clinching that 6th seed, regardless of how the Grandmasters play out. But it is a really close race in the Titan League. So this, if this could be like a really interesting All-Stars match if this is the best of the best from the Titan League and they're this close on the regular season, let alone when you pull the best players and try to put them on a team against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these teams are all so close, maybe except for Krakens and Spartans, who both have 12 wins and 10 wins respectively, but everyone else, 3 through 8, are within one series of each other, which I think is the closest out of all of the leagues. And as I look over it, it definitely is the closest out of all the leagues. I mean, that's insane, and it's really hard to have all of that talent just go in between rosters. And it's definitely shaping up to be a very entertaining Titan season. But I did get word that we found one, and now I'm just waiting to see if we're gonna get them in the lobby hopefully soon. So just to recap here, Jeff Masters, who did you have predicting to take the series?
I was gonna bet on Titan East taking it. I mean, I'm from the West. I'm not betraying the West. Okay, going here, and the only reason I'm going is because I have heard a lot about Luca and how much he's been talked about in previous seasons as well. So I'm just betting that Luca and his team, or however they've got it structured, is gonna be able to barely edge out the West here in tonight's matchup.
Absolutely, and like I said, I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I'm going the West because I just got to pick my good friend Bubbly Reaper. Like I said earlier, and because I know he's listening now, I am picking him to win because it is his birthday and not for any other reason. So looks like we got a little name change here from Arrow, as he's gonna go into the series named Dark Chocolate. So very,
Oh man.
A nice name, uh, nice name change, and we're still waiting on one. But I do have the name of who it is. It is gonna be Zenith from Blizzard. Um, and like we said before, Blizzard currently in that 5th spot, tied with Nebula and Vanguard for 3rd. So a very close race here for all of Titan League. Still part of one of the top teams in Titan.
Indeed. So hopefully, I think Zen is just trying to finish up a game that he's in right now. So hopefully, only a couple more minutes, maybe only a few more seconds, and then we'll have Zenev in here, and we'll be able to actually finally get this matchup underway for the night. Hey, but I can promise you though, it's gonna be worth the wait. I apologize for the delays. You know, sometimes certain things happen and you can't get away from it. But you got Bubbly saying the whole street's waiting on this man's ranked game. Oh, you gotta love it.
Oh man, these classic Titan players just never showing up on time. You know what? Just gotta say it. Oh.
But hey, I'm just hoping that. Okay, so if like after waiting this long, Puggles, what would you rather see? Would you rather have like a 5-0 sweep, or would you rather it? I mean, like a 3-0 sweep, or would you rather it go to 5 games and like go out to the bitter end? What would make you feel better at the end of the night?
Make me feel better. I think if it was either an absolute blowout of a 3-0, or if every game went into like a 5-minute overtime and just went to 5 games, and then the last game just was like an absolute blowout. I think that would just sum up the night to like such a T. Waiting for this game. Just got word that he won his ranked game. Congrats. I hope it was worth it. That 9 MR, so important.
Hey man, I mean, look, you can't blame him, right? He had no idea he was gonna be called in because one could make it. So you can't like take it out on him too much. But we
were definitely waiting for more than 5 minutes. So I don't know if he just wasn't watching. But we got everyone in. They're joining the teams. Oh my gosh, about time. We got the East All-Stars in the blue. We got the West All-Stars in the purple. And it looks like we're going to have Bagels winning this face-off all the way back to Steph here on the East All-Stars, as he's going to get 50'd. And Zinek's going to stay on it. Luca, he's going to go for some demos here on the back wall. Is Bagel able to stop Zinek's from moving it any closer? Bubbly, classically known being a Fennec-only player, now using the Octane. I'm pretty sure they mentioned that in the GM battles, and I mean, just it's really weird seeing him in an Octane here, Jeff.
Yeah, honestly, it is. This also this game taking some interesting turns, some pressure on the west side of the field, but nothing has fallen. Like I feel like the goal has almost been sitting open a couple times, and maybe this just first game jitters. I know I've talked about it in the past when I've cast before. Looking at some of these teams, looking a little awkward out there for what I would consider Titan League players to be playing late, but I can only assume that as time goes on, and even as the awkward start of tonight's game might have something to do with it as well, we'll see some things kind of clean up and get a little bit more kind of physical and, on target.
I like that you bring out the word physical, because if we know anything about Bubbly, he will just chase people down. I think we saw it a little bit at the beginning of the game here, but his chasing's not going to work because Luca's going to get the first goal against him.
Yeah, interesting play. I guess Bubbly was going for the block off of the pass. Couldn't quite get it. He gets the pass over to Luca, and Luca is able to put it away for goal number 1 for the East All-Stars. And so, now going forward, 3:30 left on the clock.
As we see a little bit of all in good fun banter here, as another one is going to find its way through the back line. Zena's with an absolute outstanding play by Bubbly.
That was really good from Zinvez to get that past the corner. But interesting that I'm kind of amazed that he missed that touch in the corner coming around that. Definitely left it open. And even another miss here as Luca's up in the air, misses the double tap, one tap, trying to help it out. Luca's going to finish it off the back end of his car, and that's a 3-0 lead.
You know what? Luca might not be able to get the read off the post, but he's definitely able to pop it over in just under the crossbar. Great shot, putting his team up an early 3-0. Like we've mentioned, as Bubbly, he's gonna go for the kill. Classic Bubbly here. As Steph gonna get it past one, throw it off the backboard for Luca, and Luca's just gonna have a little bit of fun here with the ball in the corner.
Yeah, so looks like trying to get a pass to the middle. It's off the back wall. Luca's up in the air, off the crossbar. So close of a play, but it's not going to fall in. Now, it's so funny seeing Dark Chocolate as a name coming around the corner. But East have been all over the West side, and they just continue to hammer at the goal. And to me, it doesn't even seem like it's that big of a pressure, but like the West are all over the place. Correct me if I'm wrong, Puggles, but just it seems like the West cannot get a solid rotation on defense down right now.
No, it really doesn't seem like they can do it, especially with Bubbly. You know, he's just kind of leaving the ball, going for demos, pretty much like I expected. I'm really not that surprised. But you know, maybe since it was his 21st birthday, maybe he's been having a little fun afterwards. You know, partying hard. Because if we all know Bubbly, he's definitely a party animal, and it seems that this party is going to start to affect him pretty soon as he's down 5.
Yeah, you got a 3-man pile up in the corner from the West side. One tap Steph just with an easy dribble off the backboard and just knocks it in. That's a 5-goal lead. We're only halfway through this first game of this best-of-5 series.
Oh, I mean, I really was hoping for a lot of long overtimes and then a blowout of Game 5, but at this point, it's really looking like we're going to get what you said before of a quick 3-game sweep, unless somebody from this West side can, like, start to pop off and really put the team on their back.
Yeah, I'm hoping the rotations from West, and also just I don't know. I'm not trying to say that the West aren't taking this game seriously, but it just looks like they're playing like they're not taking this game seriously. Because the East is just dominating right now on the field, and there's not a thing that they can do to stop it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right in saying that they're not taking this seriously. I think they're having a little bit of fun. Obviously, this is All-Stars, so nothing counts towards their records officially. But you still want to win because it makes you feel good. But if you lose having fun, I guess it's not a bad constellation anyways. So,
I mean, yeah, I guess you could tell by even the names. I think Bubbly's the only one that didn't change his names, because you got Bagel Chungus, the Summer Bummer, and then you got Dark Chocolate. Like, definitely full sending on the name change there, except for Bubbly. So, it's probably indicative that they are trying to just have a little bit of fun. But we'll see. I think this first game is basically a wash. Maybe the West are just playing around for the first game, and they'll try to pull it together later on. But I don't know. Maybe it will just be a blowout of a night for Titan League.
you know, maybe. And honestly, if it's as entertaining as this first game, I think that's still pretty great. As Bubbly, he's taking it off the wall, trying to get it over Luca. Luca does a great job on the defensive half, keeping it at 0. Bagel taking it up the wall, off the ceiling, leaving it for Dark Chocolate, also known as Arrow, in case you missed that at the beginning here, as Bubbly is going to get it. Dunked by one. Luca's going to take it off his teammate to try and find the other one. It's not going to work, and we're still sitting at 6 goals here. Seems like the East team really having a hard time finding the back of the net, as the West team continues to troll, as Arrow gets a ceiling pinch, and it's going to go all the way in.
I don't know who Arrow is. This is Dark Chocolate, and Dark Chocolate came to play with a semi-sweet pinch off the ceiling and down and in. One tap Seth couldn't quite get there. So that's the first goal that West All-Stars score. And but I don't know if there's enough time for them to come back, but it's at least nice of them to score at least one goal for all the Twitch viewers out there.
You know what, absolutely, making sure that their points aren't going to absolute waste. But it looks like the East is really trying to look for this Brazil, as if I was in their spot, I definitely would be too. It's Dark Chocolate. He's gonna set up Bagel. Bagel's gonna try and send it mid, but not able to connect. Definitely not a Titan player, let me say that. As the ball stays up and it's gonna get put down. As the East All-Stars, they're gonna take game 1.
Interesting first game, but definitely a blowout of a match for the East. Looking at the shot total, 12 shots for East and only 4 for West. And I don't know. I think the West towards the end there, they were starting to pick it back up. So they might have just kind of been joking around for the first game. That's what my hope is. I'm going forward that the West was just messing around that first game. And that we will see some more competitive Rocket League in this next one. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in game number 2.
Absolutely. And now we move on here to game 2. We got confirmation from Bubbly Reaper that they're going to start trying now. They're going to turn on the monitors. They're going to plug in the controllers, as they say. As Bagel, he's going for the flip reset. Bubbly trying to capitalize off the diversion. And it really looks like this West team is actually going to start playing now.
Honestly, from the first get-go, getting up to that air dribble, completely different play from how they were before. Like, I didn't even hardly see West get off of the ground, let alone try to attempt an air dribble. So, already, massive pressure on the net. Good play from Lucas, saving that one away. But already, yeah, you can definitely see that this team is stepping things up a notch and trying to definitely showcase some of their skills out on the field.
Yeah, and as Luca, he was showcasing the chain wall wave dashes as he absolutely fakes one. He's going to take it up. One tap, Steph going to bump the other, and Bubbly Reaper not able to get it back. Luca is going to secure it with help from one tap Steph.
That was a beautiful play from Luca and one tap Steph. Clearly that ball, he was going to get that dunk on Luca, but that bump from one tap Steph was just enough to keep him out of the play. So the East All-Stars go up within the first minute of game number 2, but West still not out of the fight.
No, they're not. As one tap Steph sending it mid with more chain wall wave dashes. If this is the top of Titan, we're about to see a whole lot of those as Luca sends it mid, but Dark Chocolate gonna pick it up, tends it all the way down, not able to get by the defender. Bubbly Reaper, he gets it by his defender, sends it mid for him. Zenov almost own goaled there. Luckily, he didn't get a touch. As Dark Chocolate trying to work the corner. Zenov gonna pick it up on the mid, try and find Luca. Sends it out mid. Luca gets right behind it, a box out from one of the defensemen. But it's not gonna work out as nobody from the east side is gonna be able to clean up and put the ball into the net as we break out. Dark Chocolate sending it mid. Bubbly Reaper there, putting it on target, a huge shot. And we see the calculated goal explosion for the top left of the net.
Honestly, what a beautiful angle from Bubbly. Could not have placed this any better. I think Luca and Zinvez had the whole left side of the goal covered. And then just slotting that one top right shelf is just a beautiful ball placement. Really shows you the type of control that he's capable of. And even another shot here coming in. But the West have managed to score the equalizer, trying to find the lead. Can't quite get it. So definitely West putting up a fight in game number 2 and not going to go down without a few statements of their own.
Oh. And as you say that, Bubbly Reaper, he's looking for the psycho, but he's just so crazy that he passes it to the other team. So
I honestly wonder if it hadn't have been as bad if Bagel hadn't run into Dark Chocolate out there. He might have gotten to the ball. I'm not saying that was necessarily guaranteed, but I did see that they had a little bit of contact. He might have been able to get to that mid. I'm sure it was an accidental touch to send it that far mid, but I don't know. It might have been able to go a little bit differently if there hadn't been that team contact, but it doesn't matter because Dark Chocolate takes this one all the way from his own end of the field, air dribbles it up over Luca, and past the entire defense and just scores an absolutely devastating flip reset.
Insane. And after that one, the chat got a little quiet there, as now the game is now tied halfway through. Bagels up in the air. It's gonna get shut down by Luca, but Luca just kind of passed it over to Dark Chocolate, and Bubbly Reaper is able to clean up after that. Steph again, 50ing Chocolate as he has the ball. Zinov passing it down, not able to reach his teammate as the West breaking out into the East half. Off the sidewall in a dangerous spot, Luca able to get a huge clear down. A bit of a bump from the West side. And it's gonna go in. Another. Oh, go ahead. You take it.
Dark Chocolate and Bubbly Reaper playing like they're trying to smooch over in the corner with nobody looking, and just caught themselves. I'm not exactly sure what you want to say with that, but team contact definitely killed that. Hey, you guys got to save the romance till after you win the game. You can't be celebrating just because you now have scored the equalizer.
Yeah, absolutely. As we say, they got caught with their pants down a little bit. So, you know, get a little frisky in the corner. As Bagel, he's getting frisky as he passes it out to Dark Chocolate. As the save is made from Zinov. And he's gonna pass it down to Luca, who's gonna pop it up, gets the flip reset, uses it right away, but not able to get the 50 from Bubbly because Bubbly just didn't hit the ball. And Dark Chocolate 50s one. Zinov gets one touch, can't get another. Bagel's throwing it into the corner, doesn't hit it in the corner. Bagels, he's looking a little out of place here, but you know, I guess he's still a Titan either way.
Yeah, either way, they managed to hold off the pressure here. Dark Chocolate trying to turn this one around. Bubbly sends it up, a good 50 from Zinvez. And then Bagel might have got a little helping touch from One Tap Steph. I think that could have been a little bit shot on net a little bit sooner had that not been hit like that. But the West have got to try and do something within the last 45 seconds of this game. And the East are doing a pretty good job of holding them back. So far, but still plenty of time left to score. We'll see what the Rocket League gods have to say about this matchup and how it's gonna turn out.
Unlucky. This Bubbly, he's gonna miss this corner read, and yeah, it's just kind of going to his net here, Jeff.
Honestly, it was like the miss of the corner read and then also missing the dribble off of his car, trying to take it to the right-hand side. I'd say that was kind of two whiffs back-to-back. Bubbly's kind of been a little bipolar for the All-Stars West. There's a time where he just pops off, and then there's times where he's kind of set up his team for failure in some aspects. But we'll see what happens as it goes on. But nearing the final 10 seconds of the second game, East have kind of maintained steady the whole time, and even scoring another goal here towards the end really doesn't matter anymore. There's not enough time for West to come back. But it's a 5-2 game now, and looks like West are going to be looking at a potential sweep in the All-Stars match.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're just gonna glance over the insane read in the corner there from Zinov, being the sub in here for this East roster, definitely making his presence known. As like you said, East is gonna take this second game, and we might see a sweep here. As you know, we go into this third game. We said it before, West is down, but we need to see some of these West All-Stars, you know, see some of these All-Stars step up here a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen moments. We've seen brief moments where Bubbly has kind of popped off. He had some moments there, but really I'd say Arrow, or should I say Dark Chocolate, was really helping out his team with that massive flip reset down the middle, but it just wasn't enough. East ended up having more pressure in that game. Too many opportunities were just given away by West All-Stars that just turned into counter strikes and just even turned to East just having really easy shots at the net. So it's do or die for the West All-Stars. We'll see if they can pull it out here in game number 3, or will they be swept tonight and everybody goes home early?
We look to see if that question is answered, as Zinov, he tried to get onto the offensive half, but was swiftly taken out of play as Dark Chocolate starts to work down the other side. And a shot on net from One Tap Steph. It's going to go in. They get an early goal here for the East All-Stars.
He gets a pass in the corner. Dark Chocolate was there, and honestly, beautiful communication and just skill set from those two. What a passing play dead down the middle. and just keeping it just out of the reach of the defense. That's really good pass and shot from the East All-Stars, and they really have just been so consistent as this game has gone on that the West have really got to step something up to try to combat what I've been seeing as far as fluidity from, the East All-Stars. But still plenty of time left on the clock, and it can still be anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, it definitely can. Dark Chocolate trying to get an insane double tap. Not able to get it as he's stifled by the defense. Now Luca sending it off the corner. Bagels is there to send it out mid for his teammate Dark Chocolate. As Bagels, he's gonna meet one in the midfield. He's gonna try and pass it back, but nobody from his team is ready for it. As Blue Reaper able to be the first one there regardless. As Luca was looking for the demo. Now Bagel gets it by one. He's gonna hang on to it. Gets it by two.
Ooh.
Bubbly Reaper.
Bubbly with a steal!
He steals it. You're absolutely right.
After Bagel does all that work, fakes out one tap step, Bubbly's like, you know what? I haven't been doing so well. Let me get some points here. Puts it in. Just... I don't know if that was planned or Bubbly just like, I just want to kind of be a little bit of a nuisance here, but they managed to score the 1-1 equalizer, and Dark Chocolate trying to solo this one in, almost gets it, but does not fall. Some good pressure from the west side of the field, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, even with the demos.
Yeah, the demos from Bubbly are becoming impactful. You know he's starting to try now. As he double jumps, not able to get it back to Dark Chocolate. Or maybe he just kind of missed the net, but I think he was passing it there. As Bagel, he pops it up, gets it by one. Luca backflips, scared because Bubbly Reaper, his arch nemesis, is on the ball, pops it up mid for him. But Bubbly, none of his teammates were there, and he just decided to try and follow it up again. There's now one top step, sending it to Luca on the west backboard. Bagel's gonna miss it in the midfield. Bubbly chasing it down, gets popped up. One tap Steph, trying to get it past everyone.
Oh,
West, it might just roll in, and it is. Luca's gonna take the lead here with half the game remaining.
looking at it, you just see Bagel go up, and I'm not sure who was technically the double committer there. I don't know who called it, but that was a really, really bad double commit there. Ended up costing him a free goal, and West have given away so many free goals. It's kind of ridiculous in this All-Stars game how many goals have just been given away from communication breakdowns. I mean, I guess I can say I can give them a little bit of grace because I don't know how many times, you know, these guys have made it to the All-Stars. I'm a little bit new to Nemesis, but with, you know, playing with different members of your team that you're not normally used to playing with, maybe could throw off your normal gameplay. It doesn't seem to be affecting the All-Stars East, so maybe I need to just stop talking, but West have been playing catch-up this whole time, and even with Bubbly's demos, it's still not enough to keep them in this fight. They've got to find some pressure on the net. They've got to get the ball off of their side and get some passing plays to each other and find a way to find the back of that net. Otherwise, they are going home with, oh my gosh, there's a long clear from the other side of the field. Just gets rolled in.
Yeah, once again, you know, Bubbly, he's just the best passer on the blue team right now, setting them up maybe at least 3 or 4 times and helping out on most of the goals here. So, you know, I question what team Bubbly's really on, but yeah, no, I think he's just trolling around for these. as it looks to be a little scripted here.
Honestly, Bubbly has been on point with the passing plays to the other team. Not so much to his own, but definitely been setting up East All-Stars with a lot of cherry-picked passes. But they finally find some pressure now. Ball's in front of the net. Dark Chocolate to the lower left side, and he finally answers for the West All-Stars, not putting up with Bubbly's crap anymore.
And Bubbly, yeah, you're right. He decided to pass it out middle, and one of them was just ready and waiting. Bubbly putting a chat MVP both teams. And honestly, if that was a thing, I would just vote for it.
Hey, you never know. There could be like a Nemesis first, just in-house voting thing for MVP both teams. But yeah, I think maybe Bubbly's just trying to rack up points. Like he thinks that you can get points from passing or scoring goals on both sides. It's his birthday after all, so he's trying to feel a little special. But again, look, you find it the backfield completely open, and nobody there. A double up from the West All-Stars on that play right there, and surprising to see out of the Titan League.
Yeah, it's surprising, absolutely. And through how this series has been going as well, I'm just astonished that we're seeing double commits from the West team of all teams. Honestly, I mean, I cannot believe that my favorite players, Dark Chocolate, Bubbly Reaper, and Bagel Chungus, the Summer Bummer, are just double committing like crazy. I mean, not really what I expected when I came out here. This Arrow, he's gonna miss another one instead of looking for an insane double.
Oh my gosh!
He's gonna put his team up 3 with 30 seconds.
I mean, hey, West might not be out here to win, but East is showing off the wall, gets the pass to the mid, and dunks it in himself. Wasn't even supposed to be in this game, and he's already scoring better than the people that were supposed to be here. What is going on?
I don't know. This is just an absolute daze for me. But now it's stuck in the purple half, somewhere the ball has been all too much.
Luca's given up. He's just doing donuts now in the other side of the field.
I'm just waiting for Bubbly to get one more demo. Come on, Bubbly, get a demo. I want to see it. No, he kept the ball up. Why would you do that? Okay. I wanted to see him get one more, but East All-Stars, they're going to take this series in very close games here.
Very, very honestly, the closest of close margins I think I've ever seen from the Nemesis Titan League, with a 3-0 sweep, and most of the time the games being 3 or 4 goals differential between the teams. Interesting, but hey, I can at least say I was right. I can't say that Luca single-handedly carried the East All-Stars, but East overall as a team, way more solid out there. I would have liked to have been inside the heads or maybe even the comms of the West All-Star teams to just figure out exactly what was going on. Perhaps it was just a big troll all in the end. I don't know, but East with a fantastic sweep. They played their hearts out there, even through all of the shenanigans. And I was impressed by the mechanics that they brought to the field. West just ended up short, but GG's to both teams. Congratulations on making the All-Stars. That's, something in and of itself. But East really came out here to play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the chat here, we have a message from Bubbly. It says Arrow was blaming me, Bagels was blaming Arrow and me, and now Bubbly is now blaming Arrow. So I think the blame is being very much passed around all of the members of the West. And Bubbly's coming here with a huge accusation saying Rockerman is East, that's why. So honestly, I would have to agree with Bubbly. Just frankly, yeah, I think he's right there.
I mean, hey, you never know. That might be what it is. I'm not entirely sure. All I know that it was I was kind of thinking it was gonna be a 3-0 sweep. So I'm just gonna take that crown, put it on my head, and just say, I'm a wizard, Harry. But interesting night. Guys, thank you so much for coming out and sticking around for what was it, like 17, 18 minutes before we got this game, just to watch a 3-0 sweep. Just to watch a 3-0 sweep where East really came in and Bubbly was selling with passes. But it's all in fun and games. In the end, it doesn't count against both of these teams. I'm sure they're both all of the players that were here with their associated teams are going to step it up when it comes back time to get back into the regular season for Nemesis. But thank you guys for coming out and watching. It's also been a pleasure casting with you tonight, Puggles.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not one of the most serious casts that we've ever done, maybe, but it was definitely enjoyable to do it. So I look forward to us doing more stuff in the future, as I definitely see that on the table. But I think for now that is going to close it. Please stick around and watch the ads. We need to be paid. Please, please let us get paid. We don't get paid, but I would like it if we could get there someday. So, with all that being said, we will see you guys here on Monday for Player of the Week and then 3 stream actual game matches. So, come back in 2 days and hopefully I can get paid. Bye.
Said it was the wrong thing for me to do. I said it's just a boy's game, but girls play too. My heart is working overtime in this kind of game. People get hurt. I'm thinking that the people is me. If you wanna find me, I'll be playing with the boys. Playing with the boys. After chasing sunsets, one of life's simple joys. Playing with the boys. Playing with the boys. After chasing sunsets, one of life's simple joys. Playing with the boys.